Okay, y'all, I'm back. I'm so sorry. My phone overheated. Ugh. I'm so sorry. I don't know if Tracy will be able to get me back on or not. That's the downside of crafting and cruising doing stuff like this.
Well, I had it sitting in the window and did not think about the sun hitting the back of it.
I'm so sorry, you guys. Tracy, please forgive me. I'm so sorry. I hope we can get some people back. Golly. That was terrible. I knew I looked up there and didn't see anything. I think I've been off for a while before you even knew it. There's 3 people back. Oh, y'all, I'm so sorry. My phone overheated. We had it sitting up in the window, and it's done that before. We should have known better. Real life, you guys. Real life.
We're a little cold air up that way. Well, a few people are coming back. Thank y'all for coming back.
I'm so sorry, you guys. That's our bad 100%.
Can't blame Facebook for that,
okay,
can we?
So here we go. I put some cinnamon on it. Just sprinkle that on there. Now, this came with this cute little sunflower on it. On the flat side, which I took off. And I don't know if I want to put it back on or not. But while Rodney holds this up for me, you guys, I'm so sorry. I've got some trims I wanted to show you to see what y'all think.
Look at the back.
Let me see if we're back on here now. Okay,
So
here,
what did
you're
you put
back
on
on
the back?
comments now. Here you go. Okay, so I have either jute trim like this, or I have 2 kinds of this metal trim that I get from Hobby Lobby. This is one kind. It's kind of thin. And then here is the other one that's a little bit wider. So we could put this one on. Now that's number 1. This is number 2, the thinner one. Or jute is number 3. Which do y'all think would be better?
All right. So we got 1, 2, or 3.
1 is the wider metal. 2 is the thinner metal. I see a 2 right there. And 3 is the jute. And I see a 1.
You got a 1 and a 2.
I see a 1 and a 2.
So it looks like jute is
3 and a 4.
1 and a 2 and a 2. Got 2 2s.
Got 2 2s.
Like a
That's the thinner metal.
like a ballet outfit. And a number 1, so that's 2 1s, 2 2s.
Uh-oh, it's a tie. Who's going to be the tiebreaker?
Brittany spells her name almost like our daughter.
She does.
Your I-T-T-N-Y.
Yep, our daughter just has 1 T, Brittany. Okay, I'm just going to assume we're going to use this one.
2 2s, 2 1s.
And I don't have my hot melt, obviously. So I'm just going to use Fabri-Tac. It's probably not going to hold it very well since it's metal. But we're going to try. And we're going to bend.
Are you trying to spiral it up or just do it in concentric rings? Or
Well,
one ring after another?
I don't know what I'm trying to do, really. I don't think this is going to work, though.
It doesn't. I think you need to cut shorter pieces to work with.
Now, I was going to bring it around the back. And I can touch up where it's not meeting at the bottom with more paint later.
It's like jingle bells in here.
It does sound like jingle bells in here.
Denise says wrap it around.
Wrap it. I'm trying, girl. You don't want to wrap very well, though.
Can we turn on some rap music to help you out?
Oh. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
Even if we have to take it off and start over. No, it ain't nothing but a thing. I know it's getting real wide in the back.
Oh, okay. I'm just read comments.
See, that doesn't look too bad. But I probably won't glue it down yet until MacGyver over here tells me the better way to do it. Because y'all know he will. It's rare that I get through a whole project without MacGyver making a suggestion.
Somebody's saying some kind of little, I'm not sure about, they're kind of like laughy faces or their eyes squinting. You know what those are? Are those good or bad?
They're laughing.
Okay. Laughing emojis.
They're laughing at me, laughing at you, probably. All right, I'm going to go on and cut this off right here. And bring it around to the back a little bit. I still think, however, that on the back side, I would like to put some bling. But we're not worried about the back side right now. We're going to try to get this taken care of. So here's my thought on these little raised parts right here. I wanted to take, if I can find a place that is not covered with cinnamon and orange. I wanted to take a little teal.
Let me take it in that out of your way.
Let me get this poke salad, poke berry, whatever it is off here. What is that called?
Pokeberries.
Pokeberries. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit of Deco Americana Bahama Blue, which I love. And a little bit of Deco Art Navy Blue. If I was going to shade on this blue side back here, I would shade it with this navy blue. If I was going to make like the ribs, I don't know that I'm going to do that. So let's just mix these two colors, not mix them ahead of time, but mix them with my paintbrush. My blue is getting kind of thick. Okay. And I'm going to take, I think I'm going to use this brush right here, this little angle brush. And I'm just going to barely dip in the navy and then dip in the Bahama Blue. Navy, Bahama Blue. Let's see what yeah, I like that. Okay. And then I'm going to paint right over the top of these. Now, I won't be able to get this finished.
You just painted it right across somebody's comment, at least.
But I will finish painting it as we're driving down the road, and then I'll post a picture tonight whenever we get settled wherever we're going to land tonight.
Yes, Brittany, we've been on a little trip. We left Tennessee
last
Wednesday afternoon and drove to Pensacola, Florida, did a job or two down there. Then we drove up across Alabama and Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Georgia, and into Virginia.
Isn't that pretty?
And now we're on our way back. So we've been doing a little sightseeing along the way, hitting a few craft stores,
thrift stores,
antique
Goodwills.
stores.
I love it when we get to do that.
Yeah, we went in one Goodwill. That wasn't much. I was not impressed.
And so many of the antique stores, the prices are out of sight.
Yeah, if you're used to shopping at thrift stores and going to real antique store, it's kind of eye-opening.
Yeah, it is.
Billfold opening.
Billfold opening. Yeah, we typically don't go to a lot of antique stores, but if we see thrift stores now, we'll stop at the thrift store. Okay, let me show you this.
We passed one this morning, but it didn't look open, so we went on. Yes, we have been busy.
So, I'm just going to do this all the way down here. Now, if when I get all this blue on here, I decide that it's a little bit too bright, then what I'll probably do is go back over this with my Behr Dark Antique Wax to kind of tone it down a little bit. I'll just have to live with it. You know, have to finish painting it first and live with it. And then my thought on the other side, once I get this little top part figured out, I'm gonna glue the sunflower. Where's my sunflower? Possibly glue my sunflower back on. I'm not positive that I will. I may actually use another sunflower that I had bought for an arrangement that looks more like a real sunflower.
Hey, Debbie Oakley, how are you doing?
And put it on. Hey, sister, and put it on here.
Hello, Veronica.
But I'm going to have to wait until I get all this finished first. And then we'll see how it goes.
Thank you for sprinkling, Veronica.
Yes, sister,
Some of y'all were coming in late. You kind of missed it. We were going along really good, and then our phone is propped up in the window, got too hot and shut down. So we had to start back over and kind of mess things up. But
this is real life for crafting and cruising, except so many times when y'all see me, I'm at home in the motorhome, and I'm not in the motorhome this time, but I was scheduled for crafting, for Craft Around the Clock. So we just pulled over and to a Hampton Inn and came up on the hill and found a picnic table, but it was going to be too noisy and a little bit too windy.
Thank you, Herbert.
Y'all, it feels like fall here, and I am so excited.
Yeah, I think it was 61 this morning at the
jailhouse where we were.
Yeah, where we left the old jailhouse and went down to the golf course.
Y'all, that town, the Warm Springs, is that where it was called? That's the home of Sam Snead. So he has built a lot of golf courses around there. They're really pretty. But I'm telling you what, that's about all that's in that town.
Yep, it's got the
Omni, the huge Omni.
Yeah, the Omni Homestead is a huge resort area with golf courses going both directions, and
it's $569 a night. So if y'all want to go on over there and stay, go on.
Yeah, we didn't stay there.
Go on with your bad self and let me know how it goes.
It's a very nice place, just a little out of my budget.
I know right now it looks funky because it's hard to see. For those of y'all who are just getting on, this was actually a tile from one of those little peel-off tiles from the Dollar Tree. Put it on, painted it white, plaster white chalk paint. Then I used Deco Americana spiced pumpkin and an apple barrel harvest orange and burnt umber, and just kind of daubed in all three paints and went all over the pattern. And then while it was still wet, I sprinkled it with cinnamon.
Barbara Polson said those rooms ought to be nice for that price.
Girl, they ought to come with everything you could want and then some. They should serve you at breakfast and lunch and dinner and bed and everything.
I don't think I've ever stayed in a room that I paid that much for. About $300, $325 a night's about the most I've paid.
Lord have mercy. Well, we don't usually pay that much, so don't y'all sit over there thinking that Romney and Lisa
usually,
are really
if I can get by
living high on the hog, because we're not.
If I can get by for $150 a night, that's about the kind of rooms I stay in most of the time.
And if you hadn't stayed in a hotel room lately, that's
hard to find.
Pretty good price.
Yeah, the couple of nights ago when we stayed down in Georgia, it was late at night and we stopped at a hotel and they had one room left, and there was a rodeo and a concert and something else going on in
Auburn
town.
football game.
And a football game. So they weren't discounting rooms at all. So
probably jacked them up.
They did. They were up close to 200 and something, I think, that night.
But if y'all didn't see the little video that I posted on my page, go look at it. We stayed in the nicest Hampton Inn. We like Hampton Inns because we like the beds. They're very comfortable. And I like them because you access them from the inside, not from the outside. They're just good hotels, continental breakfast, all that sort of stuff. But this one, I don't know who decorates for them, but they had gotten all of their fall and Halloween stuff up. And I mean, it was so inviting. People were sitting out, like in the entryway. They had some little side tables pushed up to the couch where you could just sit there and eat your breakfast. That's where we ate our breakfast. And somebody had really taken a lot of time and paid a lot of attention to detail.
You could just sit right there among the witches and ghouls and everything else.
The whole tree, when you walk in the front door, the whole tree, the topper of it was the witch's head, and then her feet were sticking out the bottom. And then there were like lots of skulls and stuff on there. And y'all know, I don't love Halloween itself, but I was really impressed with how much time and trouble and effort they had gone to get that place really decorated for Halloween. So
Barbara Poston said she's blessed her son is a hotel manager, so she gets a discounted
oh
rate.
girl, that's awesome. That is awesome.
Debbie Oakley says Springfield Suites in Fairfield Inn. We used to stay in when Wendell was working. Yeah, I've stayed in a lot of Fairfield Inn and Suites. It's about the type of hotels I like. And a big question here from Stephanie Harbaugh. Have you ever done stained glass?
No, not really. Years ago when I was in Ridgecrest, North Carolina at a Baptist conference center there, I took a stained glass class where we didn't actually use the metal or whatever it's called that you put in between the pieces of glass, the lid. We used, it was like something that you could almost like iron on or whatever. And I made an angel, and I still have her up in our bedroom. That was probably 28, 30 years ago. But and my front door is stained glass. I love stained glass, but I've never fooled with it.
We designed some stained glass. Our front door and the windows around it we designed and had them made, but we didn't do it ourselves.
Right. Do you do that? I'd love to see what you do if you do. I think it would be really interesting.
Debbie Oakley said she's done stained glass and it's not easy and it takes a lot of time and supplies.
Yeah, it does take a lot of time. And it's not cheap. We used to live down the street, or the man that used to live down the street from us was a glass blower. And he invited Rodney to come to his place 2 or 3 times and spend some time with them and learn some stuff about blowing glass. And
it was fun.
It was
hot too. I mean, it got hot in there.
He was a neat man. His name was Irving Slotchifer.
Yep. Stephanie says, I do mostly small pieces.
I would love to see some,
love it,
Stephanie.
and could see you all doing it.
Really?
Yeah, I think I would enjoy doing it. I've done some things that are not true stained glass using the leading and everything. But I did a little project about 3 months ago where I used some broken up pieces of, actually I used some of the stained glass out of an old stained glass window that we accidentally got broken.
And that was about 6 weeks ago, and y'all probably saw it. It was on our live.
It was much more than 6 weeks ago, Lisa.
No.
Anyway, it was a little stained glass. Looks like a picture frame, but it's got stained glass looking things on both sides. Instead of lead between them, though, I put something like a tile material between it.
Now, let me just make a suggestion to y'all if you decide to do this. Don't put cinnamon on it before you paint this stuff.
Cinnamon doesn't paint well?
No, it kind of gunks up your paintbrush a little bit.
Yep. So, other than painting blue things, what's coming up next? Because it's 4:39. You've got 6 minutes.
Well, this is probably all that's going to happen here because we can't. I can't finish this up until I can get some hot melt glue and redo it.
So, what's going on with the backside? Anything on it?
So, my plan, I told them on the backside, was to hold, please, and I'll show you. Because I want this to be like a double duty thing.
Denise says she has learned how stained glass years back and still have she did stained glass years back and still have all my things to do it, but don't have the space.
Oh, yeah, probably
And Debbie
not.
says in Chattanooga, there's a glass blowing business called INGNIS. It's fabulous. I did not want to leave.
Oh, wow.
I tell you,
Okay, y'all, this to me looks like a blue toile. So I think I will take the navy blue, and I will do the little lines here, like shaded in. And then I want to take a real thin piece of bling and glue all the way around here. I've got a different kind of bling I want to use. I think it's going to be real pretty. And then maybe on this side, I'm going to get rid of that orange. I'm going to put a big piece of Totally Dazzle. So it'll be dressy on this side, and it'll be casual on this side.
So it's kind of like
so you can use it either way depending on where you're going to put it.
It's kind of like a mullet.
Party on the top, business on top, party
Business
in the
on
back.
top, party in the back, kind of like that.
Yeah. Kind of like that.
All right.
Okay, you guys, so don't forget now to refresh your page so that you can watch whoever is on next. Tracy Campbell, I love you, and I appreciate you so very much for coming up with this amazing platform for crafters to be able to share, but not just for crafters, y'all. It's just fun for anybody to get on and watch. So if you know somebody that's the least bit interested in arts, crafts, or whatever, tell them about Craft Around the Clock. It's free to join, and you can get on there and watch literally 24/7, 365. You won't necessarily always see live crafters on there, but there's something on there all the time. So invite your friends. Sometimes she does some fun special events. I was in one of the Friday night events recently, and that was a lot of fun. I'll be back on with Craft Around the Clock. I'm not sure. You'll have to watch for notifications or my Telegram. I think it may be Thursday, but it may also be tomorrow. I'm not positive. I'll have to look. But that's why it's good to be on Telegram or have your notifications turned on. And y'all, you may have turned your notifications on for anybody a long time ago. You have to just check them pretty often, because randomly somehow they get turned off and you don't know it.
Yep.
So,
Veronica, Barbara, thank y'all for wishing us safe travels as we go home.
yes, I appreciate that. Now, I love you both.
And Debbie wants to know if you're going to the powwow
I think
weekend
it's
of 10/20, but we're going to be out of town, I believe.
No, we're not.
We're not on the 20th.
I think we're
That's
gone the
the-
weekend before.
That's the
We're going on the 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th. We get back on the 18th, Deb.
I think that's the day of my reunion in Lynchburg, so we'll see.
Oh, well, if I don't go Saturday, I'll have to go Sunday for sure. Because normally it's over my birthday weekend, and we've been out of town so much that I don't get to go. So, are you going to go, Deb? I'm sure you are.
She says it's the third weekend of October.
Get in touch with me and let me know when you're going to go, and if we're going to be able to go, and it not be conflicting with Rodney's reunion. Y'all, they had a reunion last year. Now they're having another one this year.
That's right. We skipped about 10 or 15 or 20 years, and about 20 years, and then we decided to start doing them more often because we're getting where there's not very many people of us. Yes, Debbie, absolutely look forward to it. So I think Debbie's going.
Oh,
It is 4:43. Thank y'all all for hanging with us and
so
for coming
sorry
back after
about
that was
the boo-boo earlier.
completely my mistake letting the camera get too hot, since I was in charge of cameras this week. So anyway,
Okay, y'all, I'll
that's kind
post
of what it's going to look
pictures.
like.
I love each and every one of you. I'm so grateful for you. I'm grateful that God brought you into our life through this platform. And I hope that you will go out and bless someone. And most of all, I hope you're blessed. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.